U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese leader Xi Jinping meet in person for the first time. Welcome to VOA Asia Weekly. I'm Chris Casquejo in Washington. That story is coming up, but first making headlines. Joe Biden met with Chinese leader Xi Jinping Monday on the sidelines of the G20 summit for 3 hours, the first in-person meeting between the leaders of the world's two largest economies. VOA's chief White House correspondent Patsy Widakuswara traveled with the president and has this report.
The resort island Bali, Indonesia, is the setting for the highly anticipated summit of the superpowers, U.S. President Joe Biden and Xi Jinping, his Chinese counterpart. Amid heightened tensions, both leaders stressed the need to manage differences and avoid conflict.
We, as the leaders of China and the United States, should play a role in guiding and setting the directions so as to find the correct direction for the development of the relations between our two countries.
In the meeting that lasted over 3 hours, Biden said he sought to lower tensions over Taiwan, a self-ruled island Beijing considers its breakaway province.
And I do not think there's any imminent attempt on the part of China to invade Taiwan. And I made it clear that our policy on Taiwan has not changed at all. It's the same exact position we've had. I made it clear that we want to see cross-strait issues peacefully resolved.
Biden said if Beijing is not able to rein in North Korea, the U.S. would move further to protect its allies in the region. Earlier Monday, Biden met President Joko Widodo, host of the G20 summit, a gathering of leaders of the world's 20 largest economies.
Well, as I told you, Mr. President, I don't think I'm going home.
Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News, Bali.
U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris attended the APEC summit in Bangkok at the end of the week. She's visiting the Philippines next week. Visit voanews.com for the most up-to-date stories. You're watching VOA Asia Weekly. With Republicans now projected to take control of the U.S. House of Representatives, some of them are calling for a change in the long-standing U.S. policy of strategic ambiguity regarding Taiwan to what they call strategic clarity.
I don't think Taiwan is moving towards a declaration of independence, but I do see Xi Jinping increasingly comfortable with risk-taking moves in foreign policy. I see deterrence in the Taiwan Strait weakening. And so, in my view, it's important to reinforce deterrence, and one part of that equation is shifting to strategic clarity so that there's no doubt in Xi Jinping's mind or in the Chinese leadership's mind that we would come to Taiwan's defense in the event of an unprovoked PRC attack on Taiwan.
Taiwan's foreign ministry said on Tuesday that strategic relations with the U.S. and defense capabilities will keep improving after U.S. President Biden reiterated his support for stability in the Taiwan Strait in his meeting with Chinese President Xi. Thanks for watching VOA Asia Weekly. I'm Chris Casquejo. Until next week.